Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing Big Dumb Dinosaur. What is that all about? Well, it's a GRUUL deck, which means we're playing green and red. Other than that, it's dinosaur tribal. You know, dinosaurs like Llanowar Elves and Ixalli's Lorekeeper and Intrepid Paleontologist. The deal is, though, is that these cards are specifically made for dinosaur works. This one, not so much. But other than that, dinosaur, 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 dinosaurs. All right, if that sounds good to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, and I got to tell you, my parents used to move around a lot when I was a kid, but I always end up finding them. Doctor, you can't suck it. Yes, thank you. Belmore Alliance Stewards. Thank you so much. You can't suck it. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, hosted by Elrond 100. Called Dumb Dinosaurs. I like to call it Big Dumb Dinosaurs. It has a better ring to it. Big Dumb Dinosaurs. You know, so it's a dinosaur deck, but, you know, I thought it had a bunch of interesting new dinosaur cards in there, or maybe some older ones you don't normally see in a dinosaur deck. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We're going to talk a little bit how it works, and then we're going to go out and we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. All right, so let's just let's take a look. So yeah, we've got Chomp, which does 2 points of damage, or the greatest power amongst dinosaurs you control, whichever one's greater. So it's a great little red card. This guy has 1 mana of any color, but you only use it to spend on dinosaur stuff. And Llanowar Elf is 1 mana of 1 mana of any green color. This guy gets can potentially be as big as a dinosaur that you dropped this turn. And he's got Trample. Tyrox, the Bonehoard Tyrant, is a 4/1. This guy has 1 mana of any color. And for 2 mana, you can exile target creature, target from a graveyard. If it's a dinosaur from your own creatures, then you can cast it with a finality counter on it. So you can go basically do some graveyard recursion with this guy. He's fantastic. Itzquinth. If you put it into play, you can pay 2 more. If you do, target dinosaur controls damage equal to its power to target creature. So that's a nice little trick right there. Garruk's Uprising enchantment. You put out a creature with power 4 or greater, you draw a card. If you have creature control, trample. And whenever creature control with power 4 or greater enters, you draw a card. There's a lot of card draw going on there. It gives trample and everything. It's all good. Hammerskull is a 6/6, but if you don't control another dinosaur, you got to put a stun counter on it. This guy comes into play. He's a 3/3. You can pay 1 additional mana for each time you put 1 additional mana on it. You can destroy target artifact or enchantment once, exile target player's graveyard once, or a gate for life. He's got a lot of weird stuff. You do a little bit of utility there. This one is a dinosaur lord. All your dinosaurs get +1/+1. Sure, why not? Rampaging Raptor, trample haste. You can pump it. Whenever it deals damage to an opponent, it also deals damage to a planeswalker that opponent controls. Great. Bonehoard is a dinosaur and a dragon. Flying for strike 5/5 at beginning upkeep. You exile top 2 cards. You may play one. If you exile the land card, you create a 3/1 dinosaur creature. If you did exile a non-land card, you create a treasure token. All right, great. Agonasaur, you can cycle them to put 2 Popo counters on a creature against trample indestructible to the end of turn. Otherwise, you got to trample the 8/8. Pugnacious Hammerskull comes out as a 5/3 with 2 eggs. All of your creatures have haste, and you get a turn. Each turn, you get to turn an egg into a 3/3. Great. So this guy gives haste. This guy gives trample. Trumpeting Carnosaur can be used as a lightning bolt to do 3 points of damage to target creature or planeswalker. When he comes into the battlefield, you get to discover 5, which would be anything from this column to the left. Kogla and Yidaro is an ape dinosaur. So it's King Kong and Godzilla. You can, when he comes into play, he can have trample or haste, or trample and haste till the end of turn, or it can fight a target creature you don't control. You can discard it for 4 to destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. And there you go. Vaultborn Tyrant, trample 6/6, and some stuff happens. This, what does it say? Whenever one or more non-token creatures die, create a Fungasaur with base toughness and power equal to the total power of the creatures, I think, that died, something like that. And then you get a double target creature's power until the end of turn. Ghalta, the Primal Hunger, is a 12/12 trample. It comes out less mana equal to the number of power of your creatures you control. So the more you got, the cheaper he is. Cavern of Souls will make it to where your dinosaurs can't be countered. And we got a nice collection of dual lands with a man land stuck in the middle, known as, where is he right there? Restless Ridgeline, which becomes a 3/4 red and green dinosaur who pumps up something else when it attacks. All right, that's it. What are we going to do? We're going to put out our ramp. We got a little bit of control, but mostly we're just going to drop dudes, big fat dudes early, and just come at them as hard and as fast as we possibly can. Our big time dudes are so much more than most people can handle, and we'll just kill, kill, kill. All right, that sounds good. Let's go do it. But before we do our damage, let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Sholdred, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. I fight against Hypnotoad. All hail the Hypnotoad. Well, that's a whole lot of nothing. Come on. Let me go. All right, we'll throw out the dinosaur-loving people. Might have to use this guy as a lightning bolt. Let's go. One. And I'll put this guy out just to have a little bit more mana ability. This only helps out dinosaurs. I guess I would put this one out. We could have put out the Bonehoard on our next turn. Still can. Be looking to bounce again. All right, so what are we looking at here? We'll have 6 on our next turn, potentially. You're killing me here. Literally. All right, now we can go ahead and 5 up. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've never had a Bonehoard stay in the battlefield. As soon as it hits, it gets sent away. You want to do that again? I can see you have it. That's a whole lot of me not caring about stuff. Let's go trumpet. We'll discover great new things like another Bonehoard. Put out a Sword Tyrant, as one does. I hope we will be able to overwhelm him here pretty quick with having too many eyes. I got first strike. That works out really well. That's a lot of stuff right here. Beef Supreme, is that who we need to put out? I think so. And then we got a little bit more. I could really do more than this. All right, let's do it. We got 2 flyers and a trampler. There you go. All right, he's down to 10. We've laid it out. He's got 1 card. That's what he's got. He uses mana to go do additional stuff. He's got 2 mana now. Hopefully he's got a whole of nothing. I bet you we're going to see a potty pants. Are you going to bounce? Whatever, man. I got 13 showing right there. Victory! All right, we're playing against Harvey Squee. Harvey's Squee. All right, got a couple of single drops here. That's always super cool. This will help me with dinosaurs. What are we doing here? Yeah, we'll go for... Let's go over this. We'll pop out this guy. And swing in for 1. All right, so we've definitely got the ability to do a 5 on the next turn. Okay, we could do a 4. Well, I guess that pretty much lays me down for what we're doing here. In we go! He's trying. He's got to outrace me at this point. All right, so we got a flying guy for 5. He's at 10, which means he's 2 turns away from death. Hopefully he doesn't get any creature removal. We do have the ability to kill things up to 4, which means if he gets out a guy, it can pretty much end its life. There comes a guy. So that is Dinosaur. Can we do another one? And we win! We were going to throw down an Agonasaur Rex. Victory! All right, playing against Hullings. Hullings. And none of us have any cards. So we'll just sit there and look at each other. Oh, glorious. The opponent gets to go first. Ooh, I did get something to drop. Could have done it. Throw a boy out. Let's see. We could do a little chomping, right? Maybe I'll just plus it. That's another thing we could do. I hope he doesn't get so big I can't just kill it off with a chomp on the next turn. All right, chomp number 1. Chomp number 2. And a little extra mana. All right, it's down to 5, and we win! In your face, Charlie Brown, in your face. All right, playing against the Purple Worm. Oh, that was a mistake. I need some red mana. Otherwise, that's it. That's all I could do for the rest of the game. Get him. Get him. I'm locked out. I cannot play anything else in my hand now. Jeez. Something, right? I will lay down Belligerent Yearling. We need a lot more red for these guys, don't we? I don't like how long this deck is, how long this game has been going on so far. All right, here we go. This chump is chumping like a chump. I don't appreciate it. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, let's go for this. All right, we're going to lay it down. There she is. So we got some good stuff coming up. Kogla and Yidaro with little haste and trample action at 7/7 is good. Question is, this guy got counter spells on him or anything? I mean, I wish I had my, what's the land we're looking for here? Cavern of Souls. That's what we really want. Has been through 3 of these so far. And number 4. Dude, you suck. You suck. Take it in. Good, he didn't have the ability to deal with it. I appreciate that. He takes out Kogla. King Kong on Godzilla's back. Then Raging Raptor should be able to finish this off next turn. Only has 3 mana left. That's good. That's the game we're playing, huh? And we win! And we win! Big dumb dinosaurs! Alright, we're playing against Nabalak JD. All right, nice little yearling right there. I'm gonna do it. All right, so we've got 3, which means we can't play any of these guys. Okay, we'll go ahead and dino up. And absolutely, take action, take action. All right, that's 12. We can pick Ghalta next turn too, which is fantastic. He's going to go ahead and give his up for that. All right. Still at Ghalta levels here. Basically, if I lose a dude, I need to gain a mana, is what I need, big time. Alright, here we go, Ghalta. Yeah, we'll take that action. There we go. I got trample, man. Why would you bother? All right, there we go. -2. Victory. All right, playing against Calm Canned. This stuff is expensive. This is a bad hand. What are we getting rid of here? Uprising. Sure, let's do that. This deck does not like going second, I'll tell you that. What's this guy up to now? That's the question. We'll take it all. Pop for 6. That was nice. That was a nice punch. And we win. And we win. Suck it, suckerfish. Suck it. All right, played against Grifter NR. That's a whole lot of green. All right, so we got 2. I can put down a Hammerskull next turn. That's what we'll be doing. All right, 3 Hammerskull. Hammer time, baby. I'm willing to trade if you are. Nope, no trade there, huh? Okay. Now we're just filled with mana dorks. The question is, he's going to start exiling my guys. Nope, no, he's not. Oh, this is the worst. All right, we just got to lay it down. What I can do is get down there with 1 additional mana, or 1 additional point of damage, and we win the game. If he wipes the board right now, then he made a huge mistake. Nope, he's just going to go steal something. That's fine. All I got to do is get 1 guy past. You got to put out at least 2 more guys. And there we go. And -1. Touchdown, Lava Bears. All right, so we are with Big Dumb Dinosaurs. Big Dumb Dinosaurs. Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool deck. It did very well. You know, we're playing with dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, I remember that when they came out, I played it like on the first day, put together a dinosaur deck. It did very well. And somebody in the comments said, so begins the age of dinosaurs. And then that just was it. You know, dinosaur had its particular way that it was played. You had, you know, your particular mid-range version of the deck that sort of ramped up, put out the big dudes, and then you won. And that's been going on for like 5 sets now. Just the same crap over and over again. What I liked about this deck is that we had a nice mix. There's a bunch of weird stuff going on here. A little bit of chaos, I guess. But we do have stuff from the brand new set from Aetherdrift in here. So it was nice to play with a lot of weird, not finely tuned dinosaurs and just get to play with them. Like Ghalta, Primal Hunger. I don't even know if I've seen this card before. Apparently he's from Ixalli from 1,000 years ago. So what's he from, Foundation now or something? I don't know. Obviously, here's the deal. When I take a look at the Foundation set, how many cards I got out of it, there's tons of cards I don't have a single one of, but I know I've been playing it. Why? Because it's been dipping into the old cards, of which I've got a bunch of them. I've been playing this thing for a while now, and I got Ixalli. I think I came in just after Ixalli, so I remember buying a bunch of packs. You know, it was around. I think Ixalli came out just before I came out, so I have a lot of stuff in Ixalli. All right, let's get down to it. Who was the MVP? Who was the most valuable player? You know what's really weird about this deck? I'm going to pick it right now. It was Intrepid Paleontologist. Intrepid Paleontologist was the best card. The reason why is because she provided 1 mana of any color, which was great. I mean, no matter what we had going on here, we had the ability to get out the dinosaur. Because these things aren't too terribly hungry for mana. These guys at the top need 2 reds, 2 greens, whatever. But you're Intrepid Paleontologist, and what do you got otherwise usually is more than enough to handle it. Also the fact that you can go exile a card from a graveyard and then you can play it. That was fantastic. Being able to do some graveyard recursion with dinosaurs. Plus, you can actually go after other people's graveyards and exile cards. So if they're trying to play, what am I trying to say, the Zombify decks or whatever, you could just go rip apart their deck. I can tell you, Intrepid Paleontologist really holds it together, especially when you're playing a dinosaur-themed one anyway. So I'm going to give it to you, Intrepid Paleontologist. You are today's MVP. Congratulations. All right, was this deck competitive? I got a 70% win rate. I'll tell you, when I was playing it yesterday, it was 100%. You know, today I came in, things started getting bad. What did I do well? I didn't do well against another dinosaur decks when I was going second. That did not go well. I mean, it's just, you're playing a mirror match. Whoever goes first is the winner. That's pretty much the way it goes. Anybody else? Mono black discard. I kind of sucked against that, you know, because they just pinned me down where I didn't have any cards, and that was top ducking. And then it was just up to the luck god to determine whether I got anything good. It didn't work out well. But other than that, this deck rocked it. This deck did incredibly good. It's really vicious and comes out swinging by the time you get to turn 3, really. So, yeah, I mean, the amount of ramp you got early on between the Paleontologist, the Lorekeeper, and the Elves is enough to keep this thing going. You get out the Yearling, then you start throwing out dudes. The Yearling, like if you get a Ghalta out, Yearling's like, oh yeah, okay, I'll become a 12-12. That's no problem. At least a 12-2 with Trample. I'll totally do that. Yeah, no, the Yearling is totally a heat-seeking missile that'll go to nutty, crazy town. Yeah, fantasticness. You can bring them back from the graveyard using the Paleontologist, put it out for cheap. Throw out your big guys that maybe don't have haste, but use that power on that turn. It's all good. So yeah, competitive. This is totally a competitive deck. It is so incredibly GRUUL. It is fantastic. All right, was this deck fun? Yep. I mean, look, we got a nice aggro bent to it. We got a lot of things you're doing for 1, 2, and 3. You can see that all piled up, but the stuff at the big time here, you're paying for this out of pocket. Luckily, we got a bunch of ramp to get to it. This guy comes out, you know, way cheaper because equal to the total power of creatures you control. As long as they're not wiping the board, we're doing really good. The one card I never really got an opportunity to use was a Skullspore Nexus. You know, I always had dinosaur stuff going on. So I would even say you could probably drop this one. I mean, it's great. It's a good card. But it's like I'd almost prefer to be doing more dinosaur things with it and not really worrying about it too much. All right, let's see. Was this deck interesting? And I'm going to say yes. Basically, because it is just a pure dinosaur deck. But we had some new stuff in here, such as Tyrox. And that guy's good. His single butt, that guy can be killed with anything. Like a bird, like a shoe. You know, you throw a shoe at his head, he's out of here. But look at all that text. Usually that means he's pretty awesome. In reality, he's nothing. He's just a 4-1 chump. But you throw them out with the Belligerent Yearling already out. He comes with 4-2 with Trample. So, you know, I'm glad there's one. That's pretty decent. You know, so we got a nice mix of other weird cards in there. It's just a chaotic mess of just drop it on the board. The thing is, they all work. They all work together. Because of dinosaur synergy, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, Regal and Parasaur did great. Altogether, I liked it. All right, so let's add this up. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was this deck fun? Yes. Was this deck interesting? Yeah, believe it or not, it was. All right, so there we go. We got an A+ deck here. A+ deck. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I'd highly recommend you pick one up, should you have the means. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.